Wanted to see how this morning operated to impact the afternoon. Give us the details, Allison.
So right now we're kind of in that break, and the fact that we are getting a break from now, and it looks like until about 2 o'clock or so, that could lend itself to producing some more thunderstorms here this afternoon, some of which could be on the strong side. So still watching for that severe weather potential here later on today. If you've got that thunderstorm earlier this morning, it brought down a quick ½ inch of rain for some, especially in Kentucky. A really heavy downpour moved through with that right around 10 or 11 o'clock this morning. And with that, that's kind of started to work its way out to the south and east. So areas closer to Adams County still seeing some of that rainfall. You've got rain over top of Peebles now, Winchester, and then some heavy rainfall down toward West Union as well. What I'm watching for now is additional development back out to our northwest with this actual cold front that's going to be pulling into the Cincinnati area here later on this afternoon. So this is going to lead to potentially more thunderstorms going up. So I'll be watching areas around Indianapolis to see any sort of additional development here this afternoon. And some of those storms could be on the strong side. I want to also point out the flood watch now includes areas of Hamilton County, northern Kentucky as well, Boone, Kenton, Campbell counties, as well as the rest of our Kentucky counties, and good area throughout southwest Ohio too. So with this, some of the rain that we get this afternoon on top of what we did see this morning will be efficient. We could see a quick 2 to 3 inches of rain in a short period of time. And right now the threshold for what we're able to kind of stand up against in terms of rain is very limited. So I do think some flash flooding is something that we're going to have to keep an eye on here throughout this afternoon into about 5 or 6 o'clock this evening, just because any of those quick heavy downpours, if they drop about 2 to 3 inches of rainfall over the same area, that could lead to some localized flooding issues. On top of that, still seeing that potential for some strong thunderstorms. Main concern there would be the potential for damaging winds. Also looking at a low-end tornado threat. Would not be surprised if in the next hour or so we actually end up seeing a severe storm watch go into effect for areas, I would say, closer to Brown County and off to the east, because that threat is going to be greatest for these counties south and east of I-71. That's where we have the enhanced risk. That's where we also, and then areas north of that, we also have the slight risk from the Storm Prediction Center. Not really a change in that compared to what we were talking about or really looking at yesterday. So for right now, we're kind of in this waiting period to see how the atmosphere is able to respond to the little amount of rain that we actually got this morning. And then the second wave between about 2 and 6 is when we still have that better severe potential, especially for those neighborhoods southeast of I-71. So Brown County, Adams County, areas around Mason County in Kentucky. Think about those spots this afternoon. Damaging wind would be that primary concern. Of course, any thunderstorm is going to bring the lightning threat as well. So pool time today in jeopardy. I wouldn't say today's a good day to head out to the pool. And then, of course, heavy rain is something very much so at the top of our minds. Low tornado threat throughout this afternoon and this evening, too. So with Futurecast, notice that it's already got those storms developing back out towards southeastern Indiana. It's running a little bit fast, in my opinion, about 2 hours ahead of time here. So imagine this is closer to about 2 o'clock or so. Once we get to about 3:30, 4 o'clock, we're still going to see likely some thunderstorms pulling across the greater Cincinnati area. These are going to be diving south and east, and as they do, we'll be watching for any of those thunderstorms to tap into a little bit of a better environment for a spot southeast of 71. Once we get closer to 6, I'd say our storm threat starts to go down quite a bit. And then overnight tonight looks like it's going to be a nice night out there for us. Can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm closer to 7 or 8. But I think for the most part, many of us are drying out at that point. And then the next couple of days look fantastic. Temperatures are going to be in the 70s. Mornings in the 50s. It's really going to be a nice break from kind of that heat and humidity that we've been dealing with here lately. I want to quickly show you these storm totals from this morning because this shows you who sees it and who doesn't, or really the difference that a quick downpour can have. More than a ½ inch of rainfall at the airport, not much of anything at the Lunken Airport. So some of these thunderstorms will put down a decent amount of rain. That's why we have that flood watch in effect. Something we'll be watching very closely here. But guys, tomorrow 76 for a high temperature, overnights in the upper 50s. That's looking more like September weather. So that's what's headed our way.
So what you're saying is everybody needs to spend all day